Hello everyone, it's Hazel and welcome back to another video. And again, I have been a stage 4 CKD patient for the past 12 years. I do apologize for this late video. It has been a crazy week with so many appointments, and I was also loaded with work, and so I didn't have any time to film. And I know you are all excited to find out the result of my blood test after doing my 21-day plant-based diet. Few people have been asking me the result of my blood test, and today we are here to discuss that. So there is so much to unload here, and I'm going to break it down for you, and we are going to start right now. First, let's look at the positive result. I am going to start with hemoglobin. It's within normal. I don't have any issue with this. I assume that taking the iron supplement helped. So moving on, next is the iron and TIBC. I checked what TIBC means. It stands for total iron binding capacity. So TIBC stands for total iron binding capacity, and it measures the blood's ability to attach itself to iron and transport it around the body. In other words, it tells whether your blood can supply iron throughout your body. In this test, it's all big green check. That means that everything is perfectly normal and the supply of iron throughout my body is within range. Next is the urine analysis. So in this chart, urine pH, color, appearance, glucose, and others are normal, so no problem with these. The next chart shows that I have a trace of blood in urine. Protein urine is 100, that's abnormal, and a trace of leukocytes. I always have problems with these three components. It has always been abnormal. As you see in this chart, back in March of 2021, the problem was a small blood in the urine. Protein was the same. However, in May of 2021, wow, almost everything is out of order. Blood urine was the same, and protein urine increased to 300. And that means that kidney function is decreasing, leukocytes remain the same. During the time, I had a significant number of white blood cells, red blood cells, and other type of cell. You know that a kidney patient is very prone to infection. So at the time, based on those results, I probably had an infection. And I remember that at some point, I took an antibiotic, but it was only one time. Moving on, in August of 2021, it's quite similar from the previous. However, protein went back down to 100. That's excellent. White blood cells also decreased, and red blood cell is unchanged. The next chart is called protein creatinine ratio in the urine. Total protein is 135, and it is exponentially high because normal is 0 to 12. Here's the good thing. Creatinine urine is 82. It's not in red, so that means it's normal. However, protein creatinine ratio calcium is 1.7. It's absolutely abnormal. Now is the most awaited test result, which is the renal function panel. For me, this looks okay except potassium, which I expected it to be elevated because for one reason, instead of taking 50 milligrams of losartan, my doctor increased it to 75 milligrams to control the protein in my urine. Doing that also increases potassium. And reason number two, managing potassium in a plant-based diet is challenging. Since all fruits and vegetables have potassium, I pretty much ate low potassium fruits and vegetables. You've seen the recipes in my videos. That could be another factor. Similarly, in this next slide, all green checks except creatinine, which again is expected due to the progression of CKD. Bond is abnormal. Currently, eGFR is 17. Now, I'd like to do a comparison from my previous test results. Remember, currently bond is 34, potassium is 5.4, and creatinine is 3 with my eGFR at 17. Looking back, in May of 2021, bond was 44, Crea is 2.68, potassium was normal. So that was pretty good. After a month, I repeated the test because at the time, my doctor increased my losartan, and as expected, potassium went up to 5.2, just 0.1 shy from normal. BUN is up at 43, Crea went up to 2.76, phosphorus was abnormal, which is at 4.9. In August of 2021, BUN was down to 37. Crea is slowly going up at 2.83. As you see, creatinine is consistently and slowly increasing. Further back, in August of 2020 to March of 2021, basically BUN was around 40s. Potassium at one point was 5.3. Creatinine was 2.40. 2.69 in December of 2020 and 2.56 in March of 2021. So that was just early this year, and all the rest is normal. In terms of eGFR, in March of 2021, it was 21. So earlier this year, I was still above 20. And then in May, it went down to 20. June to August of 2021, it went down to 19, and earlier I showed you the latest eGFR at 17. So those are the results. It's not the best, but another good thing about doing the 21 plant-based diet is that I was able to lose about 5 pounds. So that's really excellent. So the question now is, does plant-based diet help in patients with kidney disease? My answer is, I still believe that plant-based diet slows down the progression of the disease. I do believe that plant-based diet is a big factor that helps me over the years. So I would still recommend a plant-based diet. I would still have my fish once or twice a week. I probably have egg once in a while, and that's it. So basically, moving forward, my diet would be fruits, vegetables, and fish, egg in moderation. But personally, I was deeply frustrated and disappointed when I saw all the negative numbers. I really expected it to somehow increase my EGFR with 21 plant-based diet. I'm really trying to get my EGFR to at least 20, but the opposite happened. I was also quite depressed about it because you know the feelings when you did everything and things didn't work. I'm sure you ask yourself this question: what did I do wrong, or what am I doing wrong? I've read some of your comments before that you did what you're supposed to do, you followed your diet, you followed your renal diet, but still your numbers came out negative. And I do understand the emotion that comes with it. So in this situation, sometimes it's not about you, it's not your fault, it's the disease. And I always remember what one of my doctors once said to me, that it's only numbers, it's out of your control. It's the disease that is progressing. But on the positive side, at the end of the day, these are just numbers. I don't disagree with what they mean. I'm open-minded and I totally understand what they're trying to tell me. However, it doesn't stop me from doing what I'm doing. And I remain positive to continue to do what I can. At the end of the day, I'm still here. I'm alive. I'm not invalid. I have time to spend with my family and friends, and most especially to God, who helps me every step of the way. So for those who are losing hope at moments like this, always find the inner strength to look at the positive side of things. There's hope if there's life. I'm sure you've heard of that so many times. So with that, like I always said, let's continue to fight CKD and let's make it happen. By the way, if you want to see more of my videos, make sure to subscribe and click that bell for notification so that you can be updated when I upload a new video. Thank you everyone for watching. Love your kidneys. Until next time, bye-bye.